after. So we're going to start off with online profiles and see how that's going to benefit us and our business. So a little bit reminders, if you have any questions, go ahead and use the chat. Like I mentioned, it's going to be recorded. So the recordings and the presentations will be attached to the email and all the videos I post on YouTube so you could watch whenever it's possible. So our agenda today, we're going to talk about getting started and then our different various profiles that we have available online, which is our Coldwell Banker profile, our website, our Zillow, Realtor.com, social media, Google Business, Yelp, and then at the end, we're going to have a section for Q&A. So what you need to get started. So these are the main components that you will want to have on hand once you're getting ready to start your online journey and getting those profiles activated for you. So we want a headshot. That's going to be, we want to make sure that we're showcasing your brand. Your brand is yourself. So we want to make sure we have the most updated headshot available and that it's going to be the same picture all around our different profiles. We're going to want a cover page, cover image. So just like how in Facebook has a big picture, a lot of our profiles also have options to have that updated. And this is a good opportunity for you to locate a nice scenery pictures of your location. So if you're in Monterey, you could get a nice panoramic picture of the Monterey. So it does have to be a horizontal picture in order to be able to fit in that cover section. The great thing about that is that we have brand serve. Brand serve is one of the tiles on desk where you'll be able to actually download social media graphics and social media website banners. So that's one option that you go ahead and download an option for that. Your bio or a bio video. This is going to be able, obviously, to start introducing yourself to your potential leads or potential clients. So it's going to be a nice recap where we could have two different sections. We could have a condensed bio where it's just a nice introduction to yourself, and then we could have a full bio where it says your career, your paths, your goals, and what you aspire to help your client. Nowadays, we're getting better on that digital side. So there's also an option where you could record a video and have that personal touch and hear them say those words coming straight from you. And you'll be able to either upload it to YouTube, have a little video, and we could showcase it on your profiles. Of course, we want to make sure that your license and your MLS ID is showcased on all of your online profiles. We want to make sure you're in compliance and it's easy accessible. So I'm sure you have that up and ready for access. And then social media links, those are important as well. Those are going to be able to start directing traffic either into your website or get those connections going. So the more links you have, the higher your search engine and your online profiles will start coming up on Google or any of the search engines available. And lastly, the logos. As I was mentioning, BrandSurf also has all of the company logos in its different formats. So if you want a horizontal, vertical, a stacked logo, or just portions of it, you'll be able to find all of those resources through BrandSurf. And that way you could have either your global luxury logos, your award logos as well. And that way you have as much information on all of your online profiles that are matching together. So what is our first spot that I would recommend looking for your online profile? That's going to be your Coldwell Banker Homes profile. That is where you have access to all of your listings, all of your past sales. And in order to be able to access this side of your profile, that's actually a tile on desk. And it literally says CB Homes Admin. You'll be able to click on it and see all of this updated information. You'll be able to upload your bio, all of your social media links, Check if any cells are missing, any other resources. So do you have a welcoming message? Is that your bio? Is that a little blurb? Or is everything in a video? Um, or is your headshot up to date? Because if you've been with the CV for a while, we kind of forget to update that headshot. We might have it on our business cards, on our website, but we tend to forget our online profile. So this would be a good point to start. And this feeds over as well to your Moxie profile. So as long as we have your updated headshot there, it'll start feeding over to your desk profile and Moxie profile as well. It also gives you an options for your specialty. So if you've received any specializations, if you're a global luxury specialized agent, if you are a GRA agent, and we want to make sure we're showcasing those credentials, those designations, they have a list there. It is connected to your NAR account. So if you've done any of those certification programs, or if you registered any of that, it will start connecting on it. And if you see something that's missing, reach out to your local SSA, FMS, and they'll be able to guide you and make sure that all of those designations are clicked on your profile. Additionally, you'll be able to make sure that you have your updated award. We want to make sure that you're showcasing all of your hard work and your dedication to the company and to yourself and your clients, and showcasing that award on your Coldwell Banker Homes admin profile. Alongside of that, you'll be able to showcase your specialized languages, your preferred languages, to be able to target different clientele, different leads, and it will also show up on the language option in Coldwell Banker Desk on coldwellbankerhomes.com. So if you speak multiple languages, you'll be able to check those off, and your account will start populating under those languages as well. So if a client is looking for a particular connection, your profile will show up under those resources. So your desk profile is another section you'll be able to access through your Coldwell Banker your My CB Desk profile. And that's always going to be that top right corner. You'll see your headshot at all times. If you click on it, you'll be able to see your profile. Any preferred names will be able to be edited there. Contact information. So if you have a new email, you'll be able to update it there. Your phone number, your social media as well. So this is also feeding over to your Moxie site. So that means your presentations are going to have that information, your engage emails will have that information, and your website will have that information, all within one profile section. So all you would have to do is go to mycbdesk.com and then click on the right picture on the top corner, and you'll be able to pull that information as well. So when we made sure that our company pages have our updated bio, updated headshot, and all of that. So now we know for sure CB has all the correct information. Now we're going to start focusing on the third-party sites. So each of these third-party sites will have your own login information. So you will be able to log into your account and access all of these points. So there is a client account, but then there is that Zillow Premier Agent Hub. So there are options where it could be a free profile, and you'll be able to go in and edit that information. So in order to get to that section, you'll go to Zillow Premier Agent Hub, and then you'll be able to do the agent login. You'll be able to click on your avatar on the top right corner. And then you'll be able to click and edit your profile by making sure you upload your headshot. And this is important, your area served. So if you specialize in a particular county or in a particular community, you can go ahead and place that out there. Usually people they go on Google and they Google real estate, and we want to make sure that your profiles are related to that location as well. So the more information you give them, your service area, we want to make sure you also verify your license in order to make sure that little green check check mark is there, and to ensure that if they ever go in and double check your account, your licensing, and see who it's held with, then everything is correct and you're in compliance on that point. As well as your Coldwell Banker profile, you'll be able to add your specific specialties, your language selections, and of course, that social media links. We always want to make sure that we're connecting it on there. So we could start making that traffic back to your social media, back to you, and more importantly, to your website. So we want to make sure, especially right now, since websites have been our fun topic to cover, we want to make sure that our domain has been updated on all of our sites. So we could go into Google, into Zillow, make sure that our new Moxie site or your new domain has been updated as well. And you could add your past sales onto there as well. MLS usually holds the past 3 years of listings on publicly, but you'll be able to go inside yourself and add past sales, even if they were on the sell side and on your listing site as well. And you'll also be able to upload a video on this profile. So all you have to do is record a 15-second video just saying, hi, this is Genevieve, your local realtor. Welcome to my page. I hope if you have any questions, I'll be very happy to help you out. And this is my phone number. And it could be just 15-second video that you could start using on all of your sites. You'll use it on Coldwell Banker, on Zillow, and then we'll see the other sites that also have that as well. So now that we have Zillow, because that's the main search engine that a lot of people were using before Zillow became a brokerage. So we still want to make sure we have agent presence on that site, but we want to make sure we flow them back to our Coldwell Banker website. So it's either Moxie or your InTouch website. For Premier, I believe there are fees if you want to start generating leads from it, but you could still have a free profile where you won't generate leads. It's just going to be agent facing selection where your clients could locate you and leave reviews and leave comments and recommendations on there as well. So I want to make sure that there's a free profile, and then there's another profile or another option where you could purchase leads from them. I do want to be cautious about that. They like to take a lot of money, but that's another option as well. So Realtor.com, that is one of your profiles that automatically get activated once you register yourself to NAR, and it's automatically an account, so it is connected to your NSID, no, NRID on there. So it is connected to your national real estate ID information. So you'll be able to go in. There is a separate agent login information, a login page. So usually a client could create a profile on Realtor.com, and they could view properties and agents on there. And then there's an agent login. That's the one we want to target in order for you to be able to update your headshots, update that header profile as well, and then to verify that your license is still updated and that your brokerage information is updated. If you're new to Realtor.com, if you haven't gone in and created a profile, since sometimes we forget we don't have it, you'll be able to find your profile. Once you locate your profile, you'll be able to go in, hit edit, and you'll be able to claim it with all your information as well. So you will need your MLS ID to create your account. So whatever your MLS association is, so MLS listings or SF MLS, I believe, it will depend on each of their connection sites. So the same information, as you can tell, transfers from Coldwell Banker Homes to Zillow to Realtor.com. That means that we want to try to be consistent throughout these profiles. Sometimes we forget we have an active profile, but we haven't paid attention to it. And if someone's Googling our name, we want to make sure that all of our profiles look the same and they're all updated with our most current information. So always making sure we connect it to our social media, to our website, and to make sure that you showcase your serviced areas. Facebook. So now we have your Zillow profile, your Realtor.com profile that automatically comes with your license. And now we're going to start venturing a little bit into social media. So your Facebook. Facebook, you will need a personal Facebook account to become the admin of your Facebook business page. So we have your personal page, but then you have your business Facebook page, and that's the one we want to focus on. You do have to have a personal one in order to edit the business page. You'll be able to make sure what your business relationship is. What is your business? You'll be able to make sure if you're a real estate agent, if you service global luxury, if you do some interior design, you'll be able to also add that onto there. Your professional bio. That bio, we want to make sure it's updated to all of the sites. Your license. Facebook doesn't have a specific location for your license, but to be in compliance, we do have to showcase our license on there. So there's different locations where you can add your license. It could be part of your name and have that license number on there, or it could be part of your bio and have that license on there. But it does have to be somewhere on the page that is easy accessible because there's people out there auditing accounts. It doesn't have to be Coldwell Banker. It could be any other regulations that I just want to make sure that we're all in compliance. Might want to make sure that our license number is on Instagram, Facebook, or any other public sources there. So since Facebook doesn't have a particular slot, we want to make sure that we place it somewhere there. Your profile picture, you'll be able to update it as well. And that header picture that we had in Realtor.com, you'll also be able to upload it onto your Facebook profile cover photo. And then your contact information, we want to make sure it's the most updated. So we could either give you a phone call, an email, or text message, and it has that information right on the bottom. So give them an option if that is your cell phone number that they could text you right away. They'll be able to just click send a message and text you, or straight to your email you right through there. And then your hours, your dates, how available are you? Are you just 24/7, or do you set some boundaries? You'll be able to place that selection on there as well. And then client reviews. So that's one of the things that we want to one of the reasons we encourage having multiple online profiles. It gives your client and your leads to look at different locations for all of your great reviews. Some people might not have Facebook, so they might be going on Google to look for your reviews. So that's when Zillow will come into play, Realtor.com will come into play, Yelp, and Google. So those are different options. The reason why we want to have these online profiles is to be able to give them all the opportunity to leave you that review, or have that be an option and could see you have online presence. And it's not just the Joe Schmo realtor that is just out there kind of seeing what's going on, but you're out there actively, you're doing your research, you're making that presence, you are that community expert by showcasing that you are out there. You made your business known and public. So that's one of the locations you could also place your client reviews. So on your Instagram, like I mentioned, you'll also want to have that license number and what brokerage you belong to. So within Instagram, it doesn't have business information sections. It does have more of a minimal bio section. So this is where you have to be a little bit more strategic and use the space available to showcase the required information, which is your professional name or your legal name that is on your license number, and what brokerage you belong to. So we want to make sure at least there's that. And then your contact information, that could be either your website where it will send them to your phone number, email, all, and other contact information. You could create a link tree, which is a link that opens up to multiple links. Since Instagram only allows one link on your bio. So we could be strategic and use those additional links or other third-party resources to take advantage of that link section and have more traffic going back to your website. You could put your location on there, so that way they know exactly what neighborhood you target or what community you're at. And a quote or motto, so something quirky, something to showcase your personality and who you want to be, that persona online. After you sign up to your social media, if you convert your Instagram to a business profile, you will also be able to connect your Instagram business profile and your Facebook business profile. So that way you'll be able to connect it and only post in one location, and it'll post it on Facebook or Instagram. So that way you could kind of kill two birds with one stone on that and have that connected. And then you'll be able to edit both of your profiles under your Facebook business profile account. So that way you're narrowing your account access onto that. So Facebook, Instagram are everyone's social media, but LinkedIn, I like to refer it as like the business Facebook. That's where you want to connect with either coworkers or potential collaborators, or anyone like that you want to generate a professional relationship. That is where LinkedIn comes into play. LinkedIn is your business profile. That is your professional self that you want to portray. So it'll also have the same options of your bio, your headshot. It does have an option for that header as well, but this one gives a little bit more information on your skills. So you'll be able to really hone in on what your specialties are. If it's divorce specialties, or if you're good at helping do estates, you'll be able to add that information into your skills section. If you're great at customer service, or if you're great at conflict resolution, you'll be able to go ahead and add those as well. You'll be able to update your education, your past history, active classes that you're taking, any interests. Like if you're a mountain biker or a snowboarder, or you're over here painting, you could add those resources as well. That way you could start either creating that personal connection along with your business side. And your awards, we want to make sure we're showcasing all of your hard work and your achievements. So LinkedIn also has a section to be able to showcase and show off your success in the field that you're working on. And of course, we want to also share our volunteer work, our time that we actually put out into our community, and make sure that we're that expert. We're out there servicing just not new buyers or sellers. It's just everyone that has lived there and established their presence at that community. Want to share that information. Google Business is another section where you'll be able to appear. So that's Google. Everyone goes on Google and they pick up real estate. So we want to make sure that you have ownership of your Google Business account. If you don't have one, you could go ahead and create one. And it is, you go to Google Business profile and it'll give you a link for that. I will also attach it to the presentation. And it will always appear on the right hand side. It'll have a little kind of like a contact card. We've all Googled a business and try to get their phone number on there. We want to make sure we are showcased on Google for sure. Highly likely that that's going to be your first impression. So we want to make sure all of that is updated and corrected onto there. So that is your Google business page. Yelp is another one. So Google and Yelp are usually the main ones where we go and scope out a business. So that's where we want to also encourage our past clients, current clients, and primary sphere to check out our online profiles and give us a 5-star review, give us a recommendation, because that is where at least 50% of our searchers are going to be going either to Google, Yelp, Realtor.com. So you'll have a huge customer traffic on there. If you don't have a Yelp business account, normally you'll be able to create an account automatically, and then they will offer you a lot of packages of advertising and that option. You don't have to go through that option and still have a free Yelp account where they'll be able to go and research you. So as well, this one has an option to have multiple pictures on there. So if you want to showcase past sales, past properties that you've listed, you could add that and see and update and showcase all of your hard work and the different type of properties. You could do a ranch, you could do a multifamily, a single family, or whatever your specialty is. You'll be able to have that out there for them. And anyone could create and access your page and leave your review. So it's a free profile. One of the things that a lot of people have a little bit of an apprehension is having a review page and having a client or some random person leave a negative review. That would be a great opportunity for you to be able to showcase your customer service. And instead of hiding that negative review or that troublesome review, this is the perfect opportunity where you could go in and flip it and say, hey, thank you so much for giving me your insight on stuff. I'd be very much happy if you could contact me and we'll be able to sort this out or see exactly how I could help you out. Instead of just, oh my goodness, it's a negative review. What am I going to do? I can't delete it. Make it, take it for your benefit. And then next time someone else goes onto that page, sees that negative review, but then they see how you handled it, how you were able to make that situation better. So if you're able to handle that type of negative feedback online, they could only imagine how hard you're going to work for them when you're actually in a transaction with that client. So that's why I understand how some people are a little bit apprehensive, but I feel like it would be the best way for you to really showcase your online profile and getting all of your information out there. So a little recap is we have a lot of online profiles that we want to focus on, but I do have a nice worksheet that I will be sending out with our with the slide and the recording, and it's at the beginning. So it's going to be a nice checklist where you will go ahead and starting from Coldwell Banker, making sure, hey, is my picture updated? Is it not? You'll go off by section and you could do one a week, one every 2 weeks, or 2 a week. And that way, by the end of this month, all of your profiles active and you won't have to update it until your next headshot or your next great sell that you want to showcase. I will, of course, send this out. It is in a PDF form, so you'll be able to print it out and keep track of their stuff on there. I'm going to check and stop the recording. And